what I would like to do is to take serious that we work on a deep question. Why do some people from us, or so many people, get cancer? What does it mean to us? How can we still walk a path with it? How can we still develop or maybe even become healthier? Support the healing process, which is not healing, is always not just a singular thing. So things have to come together. And how can eurythmy therapy contribute to it? And we must be aware that some of us cannot be here for time reasons, because it's a worldwide group in a way. But some of us also can't be here because it's not going well. And let's have this in mind, that we allow ourselves to be inwardly touched and moved, and do not think, Theodor is now bringing a few things, how to do it. No, we walk a path. And I was surprised in the beginning when I read Why Are You Here? That so many of us are also here because they know someone suffering from cancer, or have a friend or relative suffering from cancer, or want to develop abilities if it happens. How can I help others? And we are in the middle of the course. It's the middle of the section 2. Yeah, we have always a section over 2 weeks, and now we are in the middle of section 2 somehow. And I think now we are there, that we can make a step to ask ourselves, is it possible to help others? Or is it just a wish? And I cannot already tell you from the German group, which had happened 2 hours ago, I've asked them, please go into breakout rooms, and you are 4 or 5 people, if everybody accepts the invitation, and then look for 2 people who are willing to do a little bit of eurythmy. Not just a little bit of eurythmy, but maybe one of the sounds which meant something to you during this week. Or maybe the whole sequence, just quietly go through it your way. O-E-M-L-E-B-D. Take a minute or 1 minute and a half for it. And then quietly sit down, be quiet for a minute, and then somebody else also shows something. It can be the same, it can be something different. It doesn't matter at all. And we are not trying to bring something, and I am now showing what I did, and I try to do my best. But what we practice in a way is staying with ourselves. I just do it my way, and I try to stay in contact with myself. And also the person which watches, looks, receive. I wouldn't even say receive, because we are not intent to give something through eurythmy, I think. But the person which is allowed, who has the honor to see what somebody else is doing, just stays with him or herself. What is it doing to me? Not analyzing it, just. And not wanting to have results, but just being there. And then you have another minute of quiet, and then you can exchange or continue the way you want. But please be aware that it's a setting of mutual trust, and that you can have, that you meet in the group for the reason that if possible, everybody feels better afterwards. Yeah? Because when you have good meetings, you meet exciting people, it's easy. Wow, we had a good meeting. But if you don't have harmony in the meeting, it can easily be that you pass afterwards, you leave it, and it's not so easy to digest a sort of emptiness which you take along, yeah? Because you haven't met. And so just let's try to be aware that we create an atmosphere of warmth and of presence, where everybody can be. There's nothing more needed. Okay. I repeat, go into your group, discuss a little bit who wants to show something for the beginning, 2 people. Have 1 minute quiet or less, but then the first person starts. 1 minute stillness. Second person starts. Again, a little bit of time for stillness. And then it depends on you, what you then do, exchange or repeat, or yeah. Okay, do you have questions about it?
I had one question, in the part, this is Denise.
Denise, hello.
Hi. After the part where the people show and we allow quiet time, then did you want us to possibly address those questions that you started with, like why so many people get cancer and how we can become healthier, or is that just something you want us to be thinking about?
No, great question. Nothing of this kind. The question is only, what does it do with me when I see somebody doing eurythmy? That's the question.
Okay.
That's, I would say, the only question, because if we want to help, we must answer this question. And what I would suggest is that, I think that's where it's leading to, but it can be different. We are not trying to bring eurythmy to someone, because we are not trained eurythmists. I cannot show you eurythmy. I cannot look what is wrong with you, we must do this or that it comes better. I can only show you how I do eurythmy. Yeah?
Okay.
That's I think, the intention of today, and a source of discovery. Yeah? We don't do any harm, we just let others see how I connect with this sequence, with these sounds. Feel free. And be surprised. Allow yourself to become surprised. I think I have to say thank you, because I was putting you at the risk. Yeah. But I was a little bit expecting what you said. Huh? But please, let's keep in mind that when you have a feedback round, then you hear the people who had good experiences. And there can also be a few who do not feel so well now, who maybe feel a little bit lonely, or I didn't dare to, yeah? And this is also okay, yeah? So let's also think, yeah, we are in a balance. If some people experience, wow, that was great, yeah, and others hear it, they might feel, oh, for me it was not so special, and alone for this reason you feel a little bit guilty again about yourself. So please, all of you, just thank you so much that you dared to enter this space and give the space that we can make these experiences. Because in a way, our question is, what are we doing? What are we dealing with? Huh? And when Michelle, I think it was you who said a being or someone came, yeah, and it was so different. The theory could be, who is this being? Maybe it's me. Yeah. What's our concept of ourselves? Yeah. I'm not saying it is like this. There all things are possible. But this who is me is also, it is a riddle. Yeah. And maybe, and we had only one task. Do you remember? That was try to stay with yourself. We do not try to give. We do not try to be good. Yeah. We do not try to, yeah. Also, when you were doing it, you stayed with yourself. When you were watching, you stayed with yourself. And I think the staying with yourself actually creates the bridge. Yeah? Which even makes it possible when you do it on different continents and you do not creep into the screens and cameras, but you stay with yourself and the connection that you can feel what you feel has to do with this. What Rob said, I think it's touching somehow, and you don't do it good, and it is still a certain aura around it. I mean, don't do it good, that's not what I mean. You don't, how it's in the book, yeah, you don't do, you do it your way. And it's still so beautiful. That's this moment because you stay with yourself. And the theory is that then eurythmy can unfold. Yeah? And sure, was it Marie or who said it? That I had practiced before. And this allowed me to go with it. Yeah? And that, I think that is true. You must have some little bridge that you can connect. Yeah? If it's completely strange, if it's that you have practiced it or something, but some sort of bridge is helpful. Yeah? But let's explore it. Let's explore it further. What is needed that it helps? But we have just touched a little bit that just by watching somebody doing eurythmy who stays with him or herself can touch me deeply. Yeah? And even create inner movements or inner feelings in me.